Alright everyone, welcome to next video on HTML 101, and in today's video we will learn some more HTML tags and their uses. So we have already known about the strong tag, and it will make the text bold. Similarly, there are other tags which we can use to format our text, and we have also seen the EM tag. This emphasis or kind of italic, it slants the text. And I want to show you some more tags, and the one that I'm talking about is the mark tag, and it will kind of highlight the text. The yellow highlight you can see there is due to that mark tag. And then there is small tag. As you can guess, will make the text small, and it's small compared to the regular size text. The next tag is it's del, and if you can guess, it will strike through the letter, a kind of strike through or delete kind of deal. So another one is insert. And another tag is ins, and it will kind of underline the text. And then we have a superscript tag. If you want to add something to the top of the character, you can use superscript, and the tag is sup, and if you want to write x square, you can do that. So that is superscript, and you can use subscript as well. So if you want to write molecular formula order, you can use like that. So H2O, this is sub. And the last one I want to use is block quote. The last one I want to show is block quote. Again, it is used to quote, and the browser will give it some default styling, and that's it. These are a few text formatting tags you can use. Okay, I think these are the most commonly used HTML tag to format text. Again, the most use will most probably be strong and emphasis. You might use others as well, but not that often. So this is it for text formatting tag. The next thing I want to start is build a HTML table. So let's start with the table. Table are most widely used thing in HTML because you will frequently use table to present data or information, or build up some visual component based on some tables. So yeah, it's one of the most used thing in web development. So to create a table, you'll start with the table tag, and you have to close that tag. Inside table you have the table header. Okay, so that is represented by table header, and then we have table row. Okay, the one row where we will have our own data. Now inside that we will have table header. Okay, so table header will kind of bold the text and give that bold look. And for display purpose, I will write the border tag, but again, this is not the best practice. Please do remember that. Don't write borders here. For display purpose and for demonstration and to make things clear, I am using this border attribute here, but no, don't use that in actual application. So let's create a table here, and let's create a last name. Okay, we have table with 3 columns. Okay, let's add another one. Okay, so remember that this is a row. Okay, this single one is a row. We have 4 columns, and you have to keep in mind about number of rows and number of columns in your table, especially number of columns, because if you kind of screw up that, your table might look weird and you might have some display issues. So number of columns should be same. Please do remember that. So this is table header. Now we have the table header part finished. Let's create our table body, and it is written by T body. You might see HTML table without this table header and table body tag as well, but you can create table without that. You can use table with that, but it will be a bit more easier to style this element if you use that. So I will mostly use this tag. So let's open a row. So we will add another row beneath our header here. So, and we have used th so far so that the text will be bold, but we don't want that effect here, so we will just use td or table data. So our first one is serial number 1, and you can see that our table is kind of mixed up. Let's keep on filling this. John and Doe, and we have that email. Okay, and that's about it. You have created a table. It's as easy as that. It's nothing complicated, and that's it. Once you write your HTML and create a few tables, you will be extremely comfortable with creating a table. It's not that complicated. If you want to add another row, you can just copy this one, paste it here, maybe do some formatting, and this is serial number 2. Let's make it Jane Doe and Jane Doe, and that's about it. You can see that creating a table is not that big of a deal. Again, please do remember to not use this border here. I have written this for demonstration only, okay, so that you can see how this table actually looks. If I remove that border, here is the actual table, actually how it should look. You can add your borders and style using CSS, which I haven't used, which I will be teaching you in coming videos, but for now this is it. HTML table, very easy, nothing complicated. Just create few tables with few more data, maybe 10-15 rows, and you will get hang of it. It's not that complicated. Okay, the next HTML tag which we will use very frequently is HTML list. Okay, we have two kind of list here. We have ordered list and unordered list. Okay, let's start with the ordered list. Ordered list is fairly easy. You open ordered list tag, you have a list item, and just list your item here, and it will start with 1. Okay, and 2. If you want to add another item, you can use the same, and that's it. If you want numerically indexed order list, this is it. Nothing complicated, fairly easy. And then we have the unordered list. Unordered list, which is represented by UL, and each item is written inside li. Remember, the opening tag is different, but list item tag is same for both the list. And you can add as many items as you want, like this. So fairly easy, nothing complicated. Actually, whole HTML is not that complicated. You spend few days writing HTML, and I think you will just get hang of it. It's not that complicated. Okay, so that's ordered list and unordered list for you. But before I jump into another HTML tag. I want to make sure that you know few things about ordered list. You can see that it starts with 1. What if you want to start your list with, let's say, number 5 or 6? So if that's the case and if that is your requirement, you can use start. Okay, you can use start attribute and you can see start from 5, and you can see that it will start from 5. And also you can give it a type. Okay, you can use numeric index, but you can use other index as well. What if you want to start your list with A? Okay, you can do that. So when I type A and start 5, that means it will start from E. So if I just remove this and let's just save it, it will start from A. Okay, so I think you are getting my point here. If you want to use Roman numeral, you can use that as well. If you want uppercase Roman numeral, you can use that as well. So yeah, that's it for this one. Again, that is also the case with small a. Okay, and you can use capital A, whatever you want. So this is it. That's all for the list. Again, list is nothing complicated. The maximum thing we can do with list is this. I mean, that's it. It's not that hard. Okay guys, I think this will do it for today. And in next video we will dive into some more complex thing like block level HTML element and inline HTML element. It's kind of complicated. It's not that complicated, it's easy, but let's see. In next video we will dive into block level element and inline element. So bye bye and have a nice day. See you in next video. Bye bye.